Ho 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 and Merry Christmas. This is the last day of the advent calendar. I'm dressed for the occasion. This is actually my prom suite. It's a little bit small now, but it works. And first, before we start, I have a small message from Dimitri.
I hope you enjoyed our advent calendar. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I can't wait to show you what we have lined up for 2025. I promise you, it's very cool.
Okay, thanks Dimitri. And now let's get started. I have a small gift for all of you. It's actually something that I wanted for myself, but sharing is caring, I guess. So it's free and open source on GitHub, and this is just scripts and a Docker Compose file to get yourself in working and easy to use, emphasis on that, local Apex environment in a few minutes. You have a few prerequisites, so you need like Docker or Podman or any other Docker compatible container runtime. I do recommend Podman, and also make sure that the containerization VM has at least 4 GB of RAM and three CPUs. Otherwise, you get issues. And you need to have a Docker Compose or Podman Compose. And you need SQL.cl for the scripting and a bash environment. If you're on Windows, I recommend using Windows Subsystem for Linux to just have a Linux kernel running next to Windows where you can just use the bash scripts. Definitely check out this document. I have a guide on here on how to set up Podman on Mac, but okay. So why is this project, what makes it so easy? So it's a Docker Compose, so you just run Docker Compose up and you get like RDS, 23 AI, and Apex installed and running in 3 minutes. And then I added scripts that make using it totally easy. So you start with setup.shell, Docker Compose up, and then you just wait for RDS to install Apex. And when that's done, you already set up. Then I have the script after first database stars, and this sets some nice settings. Also nice if you want or need local SSL, HTTPS for your environment, just run this one script, create self-signed certificate, and then it automatically deploys a self-signed certificate, also automatically stores it in your certification store, in your operating system on Linux and Mac. Just restart orts, use HTTPS, and you're good to go. So now you have a environment running, you may want to create a user or like a new workspace, and that's pretty easy. So let's say I want a new movies user and workspace. I just call scripts, not drop user, create user, and then it sets up a new user in the background, a new workspace, and so much more. So first thing I want to show you is like connect with SQL name local AI movies. So it's always prefixed with local 23 AI and then the username, and then it stores it in your connection store. So I can just run that. I don't need any password. I'm connected. Great. Also, if you use the SQL developer web, the SQL developer VS Code extension, if you just go to your connections here, you need to click refresh, then you can see it's popping up in here. You can already connect to it. Then if you go to Apex, it's localhost 8181 or it's Apex, and then you have already set up a workspace, so it's movies, it's either admin or movies again for the username, and all the passwords are welcome one. And boom, you have your workspace. I've also set up a few settings here. So the session time for both developer sessions here and the app sessions are all 1 week. So no session expired, nasty notifications. For local development environment, you don't need security. I've set up some parameters like maximum emails sent, maximum REST requests, and these are all set to huge numbers, so you don't need to care about that. Okay, so now you can develop, start, etc. Big point is backups. So I have backups, and I have the script backup all, and this goes ahead and just looks for all the users you have installed. And then there's a backups export folder, and in here there are data pump dumps for all your tables and objects and data will be created. And there's this Apex folder, and for each user there is actually a workspace definition and apps. So just run that and you're safe to just store a backup, or you can of course share it with somebody for him to set up his environment. So I have also import scripts, import backup, and this will create the user if it doesn't exist yet, import the data pump. It doesn't yet import the Apex stuff, but I'm working on that. What you also want to do is maybe clear schema. So I have a script for that. For example, I test install scripts a lot. So I just want to see, does it work still? So just create a small user, run the install script, look at the output. If I see some errors, I need to modify my install script, fix it, and then I want to run it again, so I can run clear schema to delete all objects in the schema and run my script again. Can also drop a schema quickly. Yeah, this is basically it. If you have any ideas how this could be even better, please feel free to just go to GitHub, create a discussion, or for bugs issues. You can also feel free to of course, create pull requests and improve the scripts. I'm not the best bash script creator. And yeah, so this is the baseline I will be using to create local or to develop Apex locally. Thank you very much for tuning in for the last day. Thank you very much for sticking around. I hope you liked the advent calendar. Let me know if you find it useful, what were the best tips, and if you want to see another one in the next year. So I wish you a Merry Christmas, Merry Holidays, a good New Year, and see you in 2025. Bye bye.